Welcome to another episode of Not for the Weak-Minded. This is just a short video to show you that Blueprint B is on the way. It has taken me a while to get to here, and albeit I'd have loved to have done this months ago, when I had finished the other blueprint, other things had taken a place. Now, every day, I am touched by spirits that come to me. Every day, I have to communicate with them to help them see truth and to cross them over. It has been an extremely difficult journey this last couple of months, particularly learning how to protect myself and believing in it. Now, 90% of you, probably 95% of you probably would never believe the last video I made about this, and it has continued and it has escalated again, but I am not going to talk about this now. Let's just say that numerology keeps telling me that I have a divine connection with the ascended masters, and that I do indeed have a divine connection with the Ascended Masters, that I have spoken to the Galactic Federation on multiple times, and I've done a few EVPs, and through the EVPs they've given me information, and which came true, particularly on the 12th, where they said I would have a face-to-face with a reptilian, and that after communicating directly, telepathically, they were going to give me an object. It's not a physical object, so you can't see it, but it's a spiritual object to increase my spellcasting tenfold so that I can do other things and have more power. Because I really want to stop the global weather modification program, and they know it. They have given me an object in order to actually increase my powers. So anyway, soon, Antarctica is going to go around the edge first. In my last map, which I will show you in a second, Antarctica was at the center, and everything else was going out. So north was here and south was here. This time, south is going to be on the outside and north is going to be on the inside. And this is the last attempt because it's going to be right 100%. The spirits have spoken, Jesus has spoken. They have told me partly my destiny, and it involves this blueprint. In fact, all blueprints which I've created as one. Because you've got to bear in mind that sacred geometry is based on the perfect circle. And essentially, all the elite signs and symbols today use the knowledge of creation in front of our faces to tell us that we're not created, we don't have a purpose, that we're insignificant, that we're on a spinning ball Earth, even though the globe Earth model itself is based upon the perfect circle. So they have mapped the Earth using the perfect circle, of which I am now using their model, the coordinate system, to remap it into the perfect circle, to put it back into where it belongs. Anyway, this is to come. It's going to take me at least a month to do, and this model is at least 20 centimeters bigger than my other one. But anyway, I'll just show you the blueprints again for those people that are new. Everything is based upon the perfect circle and sacred geometry, and that the Earth has levels. Space is not forever expanding, and that has been proven, and many people just don't want to believe this. I have been talking directly to Jesus, or shall I say Demutsi, and he goes by many names, Osiris, and essentially we have had some very deep conversations about the Bible, about his life, about where he lived. Now, interesting enough, he told me yesterday, after I asked, that he lived in the time of Babylon, which was a one world culture of sin, which is what we live in today, pretty much. And that he lived in America, essentially. Nowhere near the Middle East. I asked him to show me himself in my dreams, and I got an image that looked like, sort of like Muhammad Ali, really. It was interesting. It's similar. It wasn't exactly like that, but he was a black man, essentially, coloured. So there's my map, and as you can see, it is much smaller than the one behind me, which I'm doing, Blueprint B. This map alone proves that the entire Earth was engineered, even though it's the wrong way around. So, as I was saying, Antarctica is at the center in this map, and which is the south, and the north is around the outside. All the things you see in here are engineering lines, rivers that go from north to south. But not only that, but the flood happened. Now, geological time is based upon biblical truth. That giants did once walk the earth, that there were larger animals and trees, and the evidence is out there. This proves everything a lie. As I've said in other videos, to build a foundation, to know truth, you need to build a foundation based on facts, not theories. So petrification proves the earth not to be millions of years old, albeit, right, that the engineering of the earth proves that there was large machines in the past and that this place was built with intelligent design. So everything we've been taught is a lie. But the globe earth model is truth and lies still. I'm just going to prove it now with my Blueprint B. Essentially, everything relates to frequencies, and that we live in the magnetic electric universe. That inside our body is magnets, the chakras, and they are the colors of the rainbow, as going on this one here. And in water, sound in water creates light. So each one of these frequencies creates a light. I'm not saying it's perfect, I'm just giving you the principles. The principle's called sonoluminescence. So sonoluminescence, petrification is two key things to understand to build a foundation based upon truth. It's still difficult to put history and ancient history back together, because what you got to understand that is everything is based upon the perfect circle, including space-time. And that is why that blueprint behind me is based upon 3,600 years, which is written in the literature, and I have done videos about that too. Again, it's hard to explain when you have to rethink everything you know. So, light creates, sound creates light, and it also creates heat, and the human body works on the same principles as space. So as above, so below. Water is above, sound in water creates light, frequencies, and the human body does the same thing. So we are a very advanced technological, biological machine with a supercomputer as a brain. Now, this is something you must understand, that the elites are trying to replicate so that they can be resurrected, the demons, because nothing but wicked spirits are in the places of power today across the earth. And you must understand how that involves secret societies, and how the reptilians particularly have used weather modification from the 1700s, 1800s, 1900s to destroy and flood and burn major cities across the earth, and to rebuild what we have today, this civilization. We do not live in a time of peace, and yet the stars permit our destiny, and the frequencies are increasing in the earth. They are increasing, which is part of the ascension process. So in time, through time, the frequencies are going to increase, and the demons cannot live on the surface. So essentially what you got to know is that the people in charge have lied to you your whole entire lives for the sole purpose of you sinning in a great time of sin, to not repent your actions, to not know the truth, that your life is recorded through light transfer through your pineal gland, and that you are a divine energy, immortal energy that chose to come down from the heavens to bring peace and love to earth. Many of us have fallen from grace already, but majority of us, even though we've been deceived, are not falling from grace. Essentially, we are still of love and light in the heart and mind. And again, this is something you need to understand and how to manifest your will. Heart and mind must work as one. So the people in charge know this. They do sacrifices and open up portals using sacred geometry and their intentions. I am using sacred geometry and my intentions recently to close those portals. For one example, I went into town and there's this game shop, and essentially you can see how much bigger it is compared to this one. Look, my spirit guides flicked my ear and went, "Get outside the shop, we want to talk to you." And when I went outside the shop, they told me that the guy in the shop has been opening up portals through sacrifice, not children but animals. Now, when I was in the shop, they were talking about holding games for children, that he has multiple of 70 children in there at one time playing games in competitions. Now, you must see the connection between these elite shops and how they use sacred geometry and the knowledge of the cross. Now, the cross is the X symbol. It has been proven that you can't crucify someone with the cross. It's impossible. The weight of the body will fall off. But the X as a frame, right, 100% works. Now, everything you see, whether it's Care X or X Mobile or anything with the X in it, is blasphemy in front of your face. Because that is legitimately how they used to crucify people. And yet, Jesus didn't get crucified. He got his body parts chopped up and spread across the earth. He is not coming back as a physical body, as he is an immortal, intelligent energy spirit that is around me today. He helps me spell cast and is always next to me. I'm telling you the truth. This is nothing but the truth. Anyway, Blueprint A, albeit is right, is wrong, should be the other way around, and Blueprint B is on the way. So, thank you very much for listening, if you've listened all the way through. There is so much to say about what's going on in the world and what's going to happen, particularly what's going on with the coronavirus and their intentions with it, particularly with 5G, 6G, 7G, and us being infected with nanosmart technologies, which I've been trying to say to people for a while now, that we have got tiny robots inside us that when the frequencies hit us, they are pre-programmed and they will operate inside us autonomously. I.e., if you take the mark of the beast, you will be controlled. Many, many people are going to die because these things are going to kill them first. Those that survive will be asking for food, water, survival, and essentially they're going to fall into another trap. We need to rise as one today. All nations have been manipulated by the same people through time in order to get away with this great deception, and they have written prophecy of which they are. Prophecy is not guaranteed. Let's say that. It can be changed. We are the masters of our own destiny in this world, because we must use our hearts and minds as one to manipulate a different outcome. Sadly, too many slaves, too many happy people are happy to be slaved through the economy, which again is something they're going to be transforming into a one world culture. Anyway, thank you. There's much more to come. Please share, like, and subscribe. Oh, last thing. Without the pyramids on the earth, we wouldn't exist either, because they transmit frequencies down from the heavens to the earth. That's it.